Hey, welcome back to Sports Banner. I'm Luca and I'm here with Bryce, and today we are going over UFC 260 main card predictions. This pay per view is on this coming Saturday, March 27th, and I'm really hyped for it. So expect some mispronunciation of names coming into this video and bad guesses from me and Bryce, because at the end of the day, who knows who's going to win. Um, Starting off on the lightweight fight between Jamie Malarkey, who's 12-4, and he's up against the Death Star Kama Worthy. He's 16-7. Both men are coming off losses. It's a bit of a toss-up in my opinion, but I'm gonna go with Worthy. He's looked better in the UFC than Jamie has, so yeah. Who are you going with, Bryce?
All right. Well, as you all know, historically, I've gone with the fighter that has the better abs, and for this one, they're kind of at an equal playing field here.
Hmm.
And I'm looking at the measurements; they're almost identical too. So I'm gonna go with the Death Star Kama Worthy, only because he has more fighting experience. Like he has had more fights.
Yeah, and he's significantly older too. He's like 8 years older. So he's a good
Yeah.
point. All right, moving on to the women's flyweight fight between the Savage, Gillian Robertson, or Jillian, however you pronounce it. She's 9-5, going against Fear the Miranda Maverick, who's 8-2. Yes, her nickname is Fear the. I think that might be one of the dumbest nicknames I've heard in my life, and that's why I'm going with her. Not really, but I am choosing Miranda Maverick. She's just got a little bit of a better record. Yeah, there's no real reason else to pick her. Neither of these women like the KO. It's going to be more of a submission fight, I believe. But yeah, Bryce, who do you think's going to win?
Yeah, I see the same kind of stats. It might be more of a submission fight, but Miranda Maverick, because with that submission, she has 2.5 more inches of reach,
Mm-hmm.
and her leg reach is 2.5 inches more. So I think she has more reach, and that's very good for like clinching and locking in the submissions.
Definitely, yeah. Going on to the third match of the night, it's a bantamweight fight between Sugar Sean O'Malley, who's 12-1, and he's up against, I don't know how you say this nickname, Thomas Almeida, who's 22-4. Um, Sean's coming in with some crazy hair, and I think he's going to
Yeah.
look like the favorite to win this match. But Thomas has been through three straight losses. I said that wrong. And I think he's going to be a little more rusty, but I really don't care. I think Thomas is going to get this dub, this win. I'm going for Thomas. He's my uh, black horse of tonight's picks. Who are you going with,
I don't
Bryce?
look. He honestly, I think Thomas is the favorite, but I'm going Sean O'Malley just because he's less rusty
Yeah.
than Thomas Almeida. He's less rusty. Um, he has more reach. He has more reach, which it's. I mean, even if they're not really submission fighters, it's
Mhm.
still good to have.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm going with the upset in Sean O'Malley.
Fair. Definitely. I think this will be a very good match. I think all of these matches are going to be good. This next one I'm not too excited for. It's just mainly it's not my kind of cup of tea, but it'll still be good. It's a welterweight bout between the chosen one, Tyrone Woodley, who's 19-6, going up against the silent assassin Vincent Luke, who's 19-7. Bryce, who are you going with in this match?
These are two fighters with really cool nicknames. I mean, the
That's
chosen
true.
one, the silent assassin. Man, I want to be those
These.
guys, with those nicknames.
Mhm.
But in terms of statistics, like in terms of records, they're nearly identical.
Yeah, definitely.
And same with the kind of the regular reach. These men are like pretty much identical. I'm gonna go with Vincent LeCue.
He's
Is that
Brazil.
is that how you
So
pronounce it?
I thought he was French with that kind of name because I don't know who he is, but apparently he's Brazilian. So I have no
Uh,
clue how you say it.
Vincente LeCue, just because in his past matchups he's won 90% by not like without decision. So
Hmm.
he's finished a lot of his fights. And for Woodley, he's had 37% of his matches, or 30% of his wins go to decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just think Vincente Luque is more reliable to like finish the match.
Match. Yes. Definitely. Those are some great points, but sort of my belief with the Thomas dub, I think Woodley's gonna get the dub. He's had 3 straight losses. He is a good fighter. If he loses this, I don't really know what's gonna happen to his career. He's 38 years old, which is not old, obviously, but in a fighting sport, especially MMA, that's getting up there, at least in my opinion. So
Yeah.
this match is really going to set a tone for the rest of his career. Um, so I'm just going to say Woodley, but it could go either way. Next, the main event for the heavyweight championship. The champion, Stipe Miocic. I think that's how you say it. I could be way off. He's 20-3, defending his belt against the Predator, Francis Ngannou, who's 15-3. Like I say, like I've said before, I can't pronounce anything. Stipe, however you say it, Mr. Man who only fights once a year. I have seen every single fight that you've had against Daniel Cormier. You are pretty good, but Cormier was a little old and overweight at the time. I like you a lot, but this is the heavyweight division, man. This is your second reign as UFC heavyweight champ. Guess what? After Saturday night, you're not walking away with that belt. Francis wanted this rematch. He's got it. He's looking on fire over his past couple matches. He's looked amazing, and he is going to win. Bryce, who do you think?
Okay. I'm going for the retaining of Stipe Miocic
You're so much better than me at pronouncing stuff.
Francis Ngannou, all right?
Uh-huh.
He's won a lot of his fights. A lot of the fights he's won was in dominant fashion, right?
Yes.
Because I see his average fight time is 5 minutes 37 seconds versus Miocic's 11 minutes and 29 seconds.
It's very hard to get...
and their first fight...
It's very hard to get Stipe
fight,
down, yeah.
Yeah, but their first fight, they went 5 rounds into a decision.
Yep, they went the distance.
So, I don't know. A lot of Francis's wins or not by going the distance. And I think that in this heavyweight title fight, you're going to have to be able to go to the distance to win the match.
Mm-hmm.
So, because, I mean, Miocic, he's faced Ngannou before. He knows what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going with Miocic to retain just by the endurance.
Mm-hmm.
And just the experience as well in these like longer fights.
Yeah, definitely. To be fair to him, Stipe has had a lot of round 1 wins. It just all all comes down to who you're going against, how strong they are, and all that kind of stuff. When they had their first match, it was all the way back in 2018. That was 3 years ago. So I'm pretty sure both men's styles have changed a little bit, and both men will be coming in with a different mindset into this match. I think this is going to be a hard-hitting, awesome main event to cap off. I think will be a pretty good pay-per-view. It might not be one of the best UFC pay-per-views over the past year, but I think it should be pretty good. So that's it from me. Anything from you, Bryce?
Nope.
All right. Hopefully all of y'all enjoy this pay-per-view, and we'll be back next week with a review over it. I've been Luca, that's been Bryce, and thank you for watching.